Shoot, hold on.
You can move the desk if it's so.
Okay. So otherwise it's like blinding me, and then I'm not in the, yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be talking about small businesses in the economy and why they're important. According to Gabus in 2020 in his Orlo magazine, he said that 31.7 million small businesses make up the U.S., and that's about 99% of all businesses in the U.S., which is about 60 million small business employees, which is about 47% of the U.S. workforce. I feel incredible to speak on this topic because growing up, I was in a family who had a lot of small businesses. My grandma owned a clothing store, which is Lorraine's for her on the bottom, and I was really involved with that, especially in the past year or so. And then I also did a lot of research on this topic within the last month. Small businesses are so important because of their role in the local and global economy. It affects people's lifestyles and their point of views. The three main aspects that I'm going to be talking about that illustrate small businesses' role in the local economy are generating money in local economies and creating jobs for local communities and diverse ownership. My first point is small businesses generating money in local economies. They do this by, according to Brown in 2018 and his article titled How Important Are Small Businesses, he said that paying local taxes is one of the biggest ways that small businesses help their economies. They can boost income taxes, which can help make better roads and better schools and more services in the community. Also increasing standard of living. That just means more services in the community for community members, so they don't have to go farther ways to get things that they want in their communities. Also community political activities, which is funding campaigns, writing letters, and just influencing local legislators on just issues on the day-to-day basis that not the legislators might realize. Local economies are great, but it wouldn't be possible without workers. My next point is about creating local jobs for communities. According to Shuley in January 2020 in her article, How Small Businesses Influence Big Companies, reducing commuting is one of the biggest ways that local jobs are better for the community. It is better for the environment. It reduced travel time and travel costs. And it also develops financially stable neighborhoods who will then spend money in their own economy by when they get paid in their own community, and then they'll go out and spend it in somewhere in their community rather than going maybe a little somewhere farther that's cheaper because they're not as strapped for cash. Creating jobs is important, but communities with one mindset will never grow, which is why my final point about diverse ownership is so important. Minority-owned businesses are about 50% of all startups, which is about 4 million minority-owned businesses in the U.S. According to the Census Bureau in July 2020, in their article Minority and Women Small Business Data, there are 1.1 million women-owned businesses, and about 39% of that are private firms, which just means that it's not funded by the government or there's any government aid with those businesses. Lastly, ethnic ownership. In 2020, there's about 124,000 businesses owned by African Americans, 55,000 Asian-owned businesses, and 300,000 Hispanic-owned businesses. Diversity is a big part of what makes America so special, and because of small businesses, that is able to happen. So today I talked about how small businesses' role in local and global economies affect people's lifestyles and their point of views. I shared three aspects that illustrate small businesses' role in economies: generating money in local economies, creating jobs for local communities, and diverse ownership. Finally, this morning, I talked about the economy's effect and why it is so important to never take for granted small businesses. The next time you find yourself at a local establishment, think about what that business had to go through to get where they are to serving you. So thank you.